Because in school you had limited time, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that work out for you? Like being given half an hour to do something?
I didn't complete anything in half an hour, especially now I'm reading stuff.
And did the other kids manage to do it?
Yeah. I
How
remember,
do you know that?
there was like in the middle of the room when you had done your work, and if there was extra time or something, it was like a bunch of games in Foundation where you could just play, and you could show the teacher your work, and if it was like a page, like a whole page, right?
Yeah.
You can go to like the head principal's office, at least in Foundation, and get a sticker. And
Okay.
I read their work and stuff, and I thought it was okay. Then I read my work, and I was like,
You had like.
isn't mine good as well? I know it's shorter, but isn't it good?
Because I used to write perfect 3 sentences, didn't you?
Yeah.
You used to always tell me that I have to get the spelling right, I have to get the punctuation right, and I'm trying to be imaginative. So you only got to about like what, 3 sentences?
3 sentences, but they were amazing 3 sentences.
How many did the other kids generally need to get to?
Well, some of them did like 5-sentence paragraph.
Yeah.
Some of them did a whole page. Some of them did even more, and I was like, have they done more than a whole page, or a whole page, or even 5 sentences? And I've done 3.
Yeah, no, I remember your teachers telling me just how hardworking you were and how they felt bad because they felt like you worked so hard and the output was so little in comparison to how much hard work you put in. So in lockdown we suspended time, didn't we? We said you take however much time it takes for you to do the work and just do as much work as you want to do, no more, right?
Yeah.
That helped, didn't it?
Yeah, that helped a lot. I realised my work was actually good because even though I'd done like 3 sentences or something, I showed those 3 sentences to you and you were like, these are amazing 3 sentences, but it took you so long. And I was like, yeah, because I need to get all these things right. And she said, and you said, like, okay, spellings you find hard. What do you find hard? I said spellings, I think it was like, I can't remember what it was, or something like that.
Was it adjectives? Thinking of the adjectives because these sentences had to have adjectives and adverbs. And
Oh, it was,
didn't
it was
it?
thinking about like all of it together in one cohesive sentence straight away. And then you were like, okay, first of all, find a simple sentence, add adjectives, and then add adverbs. Second of all, don't worry about spellings right now because spellings aren't important as long as the word is readable. So I was like, so then I started writing, and it was just so much quicker. Because even though I had to write it out maybe 3 times, right, I could still do it a lot quicker. Let's say I wrote 5 simple sentences. I adapted all of those 5 sentences by adding adjectives, and then I added more stuff, and that was 5 sentences. And half an hour, what used to take me 3 sentences, now in half an hour I could write 5.
Yeah, so sometimes 8, couldn't you? I was quite surprised because your teacher said it should be about 11 sentences by year 5, but you could get to about 8. And you didn't have to write the whole thing 3 times, did you? You wrote the simple sentence and then you just added the adjectives and adverbs and stuff, and then maybe you copied it out nicely one more time sometimes because you wanted it to look nicer. Yeah. No, I remember that. I think that was the sort of stuff that I never realized was uncommon, that people didn't just think of the whole sentence in one go. I just always had to break things down into smaller parts and then put it back together as a whole thing.